Hey guys, how is everybody? I hope you're all well. Hope you've all had a great day. Hope you have a good weekend. This little saw shop update. I have been getting back in here. Not as much as I'd like, but it'll come. Be able to get in here and spend some time and get some saw builds and some videos out for you guys. But where we're at right now, it needs a lot of straightening up. Still dealing with the tornado incident, and I've still not got anything back from the insurance. Kind of waiting on that. Just is what it is. They never get in a hurry. I'm just glad it wasn't something any worse than it was, because I don't know what I would have done if the big red oak would have fell 2 feet further. It'd have took the whole back half of my house out. But luckily, it just got the back porch and the laundry room, which mainly only done damage to the back porch and my chimney. But anyway, this saw over here is the one that I'd shown the decomp stripped out on. We ended up just putting the big bore top end I had laying here that came off of it back on. Only difference being I didn't put the little red barn pop-up back in. I just went with the flat top piston that originally come with the cylinder, and that's a Duke's big bore. I think it was chrome plated. I highly recommend that cylinder over, say, a highway. I've not had a Meteor. I don't know how the port layout on those are, but the port timing on that thing is awesome right out of the box. Squish is good right out of the box. That's if you're bolting it to one of these Chinese saws. That thing has some killer timing numbers and pretty good squish. A good strong running saw. Is it the fastest one I've built? No, but it is a torque monster. It'd pull at 28 with an aggressive grind on it through whatever you want to set it in, and it ain't no slouch doing it. But glad to have that back up as a good work saw again. 066 build, I'm just kind of piddling with that. I've done so many of these things, you just kind of, I don't know how you guys get, but I just kind of lose interest in stuff. It comes and goes, same way with the whole car deal and everything, but I'm piddling with this just as, just as I see or want to do so. I could have it up and running probably a couple hours here. I'd probably be doing machine work and all if I wanted to, but one evening I'm sure I'll get in here and sit in and do that. But I've just been piddling with it just as I see fit. These two saws here, why'd we buy them? That one was bought for the wife. That is her saw. She bought it. She did ask for it to be ported. It will get ported. I ain't trying to make no race saw. I damn sure don't want to take anything away from it at all. It needs some torque and it needs a little chain speed. Other than that, I think it'll be fine. I honestly don't think you can go wrong buying one of these. We've only probably put about an hour of time on it so far, but it acted like any other new saw should have. There was no tuning to be done, nothing. Right out of the box. My opinion, I feel you could go get this and take it out and work with it. It is built very robust. That's the only thing I have against it. It is heavy as lead for a 42cc saw. Cold start, it fires on the second pull. My wife has no trouble cranking this. I don't think anybody would. It's an easy start. Warm, fires back on the first pull. It'll sit and idle all day long. For the money, I just don't think you could beat it. Would I buy it over one of these? Probably if money was an issue, because a 170, like pre-COVID, you could pick them up for around $200, but I swear I think if you can find one, they're like $250 to $300. They're around, $170 plus shipping to get one to your door, buying it used off eBay or something, and that would be a running saw. But This one was bought as a damaged item from Rural King. Handles broke. Who knows what happened. No warranty or anything, sold as is. I told him, I said, I'm fine with that. I'm going to modify it anyway, so the warranty won't matter. Same deal with this. The warranty doesn't matter. I paid after tax and everything, it was $170 and some change. A Farmertec kit would have costed me that much to get it to my door. And I'd had plans of buying one of these anyway. It was just sitting there on their damaged returned items shelf, and I said, well, hell, I set it in the buggy. You know, 170 bucks, brought it home, it fired right up, and we went to doing test cuts with it, which, as it should, it's a new saw. It's 16-inch. Nothing special. These two saws do have about a damn near identical chain. I'm sure this is Stihl. I'm sure this one's probably an Oregon or something. It's a semi-chisel safety chain. Same deal here. Semi-chisel safety chain. Like I said, they look almost damn near identical. I'm sure it's one of Stihl's micro chains, they call it, or whatever, but this saw had an advantage in that little race video, which was just for fun. I'm sure, I know once this saw's ported and done right, it'll eat that alive, as it should. It has 12 cc's on it, and it's a mag-bodied saw, or a pro-bodied saw, however you want to see fit calling it, but this saw had the advantage. It's 14 inches and 16 inches. No muffler mod, no nothing here. These were directly off the shelf. These, I was told, have a true cat muffler. The 170 has a baffled muffler. They're choked up. They're not a free-flowing muffler, but looking at this thing, it might be choked up a little more, but do you have plans on porting both? We'll show what we can of it. I'm sure I'm going to have to turn down a make a mandrel for that. Who knows what size the cylinder even is, but I do have some tricks up my sleeve with this 170, so don't by any means think that it's going to be a slouch, or, you know, what you typically see with one of these that's just been, you know, woods ported, or whatever you want to call it. Done picked up a new handlebar for it. That was brand new from Wagner's. It is a Farmertec, I'm assuming, because that's usually what they sell. And I have already picked up, got the OE Walbro WT215 carb that you would find on an ms250. It's not a direct swap in. They are a little bit of modifications that have to be made, but nothing too awful drastic. I think the throttle linkage has to be modified a little bit for it to get full throttle, and of course you got to drill some holes for the adjustments. So that's something I'm going to try to get done sooner than later, even if it's just putting the handlebar on. So right now I've got, that carburetor was like 40 bucks and some change after taxes and everything. Handlebar was like 30, 70 bucks. So I've got, once I get it fully modified, and I do have some more parts here that I may or may not go over, but once it's fully done and said, I'll have in it about what I could have bought one for that wasn't damaged. You know, it is what it is. It's a lot of money to throw out at a 30cc homeowner clamshell saw, but you know, people buy them every day. I know a guy here that he used to, have not talked to him in years, but ran a complete tree service with an ms170, climbed with it and everything. Take a pretty good sized tree with a 170 and an 18 on it and chunk up a whole tree completely to the ground, and you know, he was good at it too, but all he had was an old clapped out 170 that he used. So, you know, take that into consideration when you're calling these things pieces of shit, which they're not. They're a good little saw. I've got one here, my uncle's right now. He thought the clutch, something had happened to it, but what happened, the sprocket and the end of the bar had kind of blowed out. I've never seen one do that, but I'd heard tell of it, so I got to get with him, see what he wants to do. We probably just say put a new bar on it, and you know, it'll be a done deal. But what I'm getting at is that saw's probably 20 years old. I've not looked at the date on it, but looking at it, it looks to be that old, and it still fires right up and runs just like a new one. I know some people have bad luck with Stihl saws. I have bad luck with everything. I've got a Husqvarna trimmer over here I bought 3 years ago. I hate that thing. It's the biggest piece of shit I've ever purchased. And I've got other Husqvarna stuff I bought new that run awesome. My new Stihl ms170, I've heard more horror stories on those than I've heard good, but unless I got a freak, that saw runs amazing. I don't know, it fires right up every time. It runs better than what some people say they do. It has no trouble pulling a 25 with full comp chain through anything. I've shown it in oak, shown it in the big hickory. Take note in the hickory. One side of the chain was dull, the other was sharp. Evidently I'd hit something, but still I could lean on it and pull on it and it just chugged right through that. But basically just saying, because you had bad luck with something doesn't mean that they're all a piece of shit. But anyway, just thought I'd give an update. If you watch this, I appreciate it, and y'all can look forward to some builds. Y'all have a good one.